page 373 through 39, odd. Arithmetic sequences. We're analyzing arithmetic sequences. Okay. Now, let's recognize what an arithmetic sequence is really quick. Okay, what is an arithmetic sequence? Okay. Jacob, are you there?
Yeah, I can't really see anything.
Huh?
I can't really see anything. Everything's blurry and like.
Can you see me?
It's like super blurry and laggy.
How do I look? Do I look handsome?
I can barely see you.
Oh, well, I do. If I don't know, your camera's not working, so maybe you should go in and out again. Let's see if anyone else is having that same problem. Jose Orozco, do I look handsome or what? Jose? Jose, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, do I look handsome or what?
Sure.
Sure? You're supposed to say absolutely, no doubt, Sensei.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you. That's much better. But Jose, do I look blurry though? Is what I need to ask.
Not for me.
Okay, can you read my stuff on the board? Number 33.
I'm trying to, but the emoji things that appear in Google Hangouts blocks it. And the record
emoji. Oh.
These things.
Giovanna, can you read my board?
I can, but what Jose was saying, like the little emoji thing blocks the top.
Oh, this stuff right here?
Yeah, but I can see the rest.
So if I bring my camera down, does that help?
Now it's all just gone.
Wait, for you? What about Giovanna?
Same for me. It's all gone.
You have to bring your camera up, not down.
No?
Better.
Yeah, you can see it now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, thank you. Should we just call it a day? Just do that, be done.
We should.
Give me a nod. If most of you nod, I'll call it a day. We'll just be done.
Yes.
Ooh, most of you are nodding? Okay. I think I'll call it a day. No, just joking. I'm messing with you. Oh my gosh. Sensei, don't do that. Of course I'm going to do that. We got our hopes up and now we're crushed. I just crushed you. I'm sorry. Okay, getting back to work. I'm sorry. Jay, are you okay? Did I crush you?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, that's good. Madison, how about you? I can't even see you. I only see is your cat. Aw. Is that cat's name Pumpkin, Madison? I would name that cat Pumpkin.
Her name is Willow.
Oh, that's a good name too. I've seen the movie Willow. I think. It's a movie, right? Is she named after the movie? There's a movie called Willow.
I think so. I've seen movies that are similarly named.
All right, and it's a fantasy movie that happened before you were born. I was about middle school. What is an arithmetic sequence? That's the million-dollar question. Do you guys know what an arithmetic sequence is? It's a sequence like this. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This is, and then it keeps going, blah, 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 blah. This is arithmetic. Why? How do we know? Because you can see each of these are increasing by 2. If you have that property, it is an arithmetic sequence. Okay, you don't have to write this down if you don't want, because we already talked about this. But if you don't remember it, you can write it down. I'm going to erase it because you don't need to write it down. We can have one that's like this. 25, 20, 15, 10, dot, 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 dot. Is that arithmetic? Yes, because I'm adding -5. Okay, -5, consistent, right? Arithmetic, as long as it's all the same. This is not arithmetic. Again, this is Godzilla time. You don't have to write this down. if I say 2, 4, 8, 16. Is that arithmetic? No, because I'm increasing by 2 here, then I'm increasing by 4, then I'm increasing by 8. This is not arithmetic, right? Not arithmetic. Okay, now that we know what an arithmetic sequence is, let's move on to number 3. I'm doing number 3. I'm doing problem number 3. Okay? All right, number 3. First, I have to find it. It asks you, are these arithmetic sequences? Okay, are these arithmetic sequence? Number 3, we have here, number 3. 1, negative 1, negative 3, negative 5, negative 7, dot, 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 dot. Now, you could probably obviously see that is arithmetic, but there's a process because sometimes it gets harder than what it obviously sees here, okay? There's a process. Here's what the process is. Let's call this one term number 1. I'll say a sub 1. This is term number 2, a sub 2. This is term number 3, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, right? We call the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. But we'll put an A there because we're showing that it's arithmetic. The A shows us that it's arithmetic. The formal way to figure out if this is an arithmetic sequence is you go like this. A sub 2 take away a sub 1. And then we'll do a sub 3 take away a sub 4. A sub 5 take away a sub 6. Right? Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A sub 3 take away a sub 2. Needs to be the smaller number. A sub 4 take away a sub 3, and we'll do a sub 5 take away a sub 4. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? I'm subtracting this from this from that, this from that from that. Wait, so you're going too fast. Well, take away the second term from the first term. Negative 1 take away 1. What do I get? Then let's take away the third term, take away the second term. Negative 3 take away negative 1. What do I get? Then the fourth term, take away the third term. Negative 5 take away negative 3. What do I get? Fifth term, take away the fourth term. Negative 7 take away negative 5. What do I get? Okay, well, add the opposite. Negative 1 plus negative 1, negative 2. Negative 3 minus negative 1, add the opposite. Negative 2. Negative 5 take away negative 3. Negative 2. Negative 7 take away negative 5. Negative 2. So number 3, they ask you, is this an arithmetic sequence? And you would say, what would you say, Joshua? Is this arithmetic, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to ask you why. Why? Because we have a common difference of negative 2, right? I'm taking away negative 2 from each one of these. Take away negative 2, take away negative 2. Okay? So the answer is yes, it is arithmetic. Why? I know I'm in the way. Common difference is negative 2. There's your answer. Yes. Why? Because there's a common difference of negative 2. Oh. I'm okay. Don't worry, guys. All right. So now there's more difficult ones like number 9. I could do number 9 if you want, because there's fractions. Otherwise, I can move on. Not if you want to do number 9. If I see most of you nodding, I'll do it. If not, okay, most of you are nodding. I'm going for it. So I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. Well, are there any questions first before I threaten to erase it? Okay, I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now 9. By the way, does that show up? Can you guys read the red? By the way, anytime you guys have trouble with these problems, you know that you can look it up. Like, I just want to show you guys that you can see here. You can see like where these, like, the book shows you how to do these, right? We're doing 7.2. You know, there's videos and stuff, but here in the self-practice where we have the assignment, you guys can see, like, oh, is it coming up? What's going on? Let's go like this. Like, look here. I'm sure I've shown you guys this. If you don't know how to do it, I mean, of course, I'm trying to show you how to do it, but if you're doing your homework and you're on your own, you can't figure out how to do it, it shows you, hey, in exercise 3 through 10, tell whether the sequence is arithmetic, explain your reasoning. And then here it says, see example 1. See that? So then if you have no idea how to do it, you can go up to find example 1. Oh, there's example 6. There's example 5. There's example 4, example 3, example 2, example 1. It shows you how to do it, right? Look, a sub 2 minus a sub 1. What do you get? 7. A sub 3 minus a sub 2. What do you get? 7. A sub 4 minus a sub 3. 7. Blah, blah, blah. Is this arithmetic? Yes. Common difference of 7. Look at this one. A sub 2 minus a sub 1. Negative 8. A sub 3 minus a sub 2. Negative 6. This is not. But my point is it shows you how to do it. You just got to look at the examples. All right. I'm done with that. Anyway, just like if you get stuck, you could look at those, stuff like that. All right. So number 9 is kind of a pain because it's fractions. We have 1/2. We have 3/4. We have 1. We have 5/4, and then we have 3/2. So this is a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, right? So you go a sub 2 minus a sub 1. What does that equal? A sub 3 minus a sub 2. What does that equal? A sub 4 minus a sub 3. What does that equal? A sub 5 minus a sub 4. What does that equal? A sub 2 minus a sub 1. 3/4 minus 1/2. A sub 3 minus a sub 2. 1 minus 3/4. A sub 4 minus a sub 3. 5/4 minus 1. A sub 5 minus a sub 4. 3/2 minus 5/4. Natalia, am I going too fast for you? I'm just asking you at random.
No, it's fine.
Okay, how about you, Gianna? Am I going too fast?
No, you're good.
All right, so now we just need a common denominator. If you need help with the common denominator, ask me. This is 3/4 minus 2 times 2 is 4. 2/4. So my difference here is 1/4. This one is 1 minus 3/4. So make a common denominator. 4/4 minus 3/4. 1/4. Oh, look, it's the same. Well, let's keep going though, just to make sure. 5/4 minus 4/4. That is also 1/4. And then finally, 6/4 minus 5/4 is 1/4. Is this arithmetic? Yes, with a common difference of 1/4. Now, you don't need to go through all that. You can just subtract it. Hey, I'm increasing by 1/4 each time. You can see that, right? The common difference just shows what I talked about before. Hey, I'm increasing by 1/4. Hey, yo, I'm increasing by 1/4. You can see that, right? Just different ways of doing it. I think this breaking it down helps with fractions, but you know, let's move on to the next example. Are there any questions on that? Hey, oh, hey, let the boys be boys. Da, 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 da. Let the boys be boys. Da, da. So we have to write, next we have to write a rule. We have to write a rule for these. So I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds since there's no questions. Da, 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 da. Let the boys be boys. Okay, I'm erased 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. La da da, la da da, la da 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 da. Okay. All right. Hang on, I gotta go dad mode here. Just a second. Just a second. I gotta go dad mode. Hey, Mika, Layla, did you guys do your homework? Why don't you guys start your? Did you finish your spell UC? Okay. Why don't you get the literature out? All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Before we do this one, I need you to write this equation down, which I have right here. This is the rule. This helps us find the rule. This is the rule. The rule is going to be equal. A of n is going to equal to the first term, a sub 1, plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Where a sub 1, make sure you write this down, this is the first term. The d is the common difference. Remember the last problem, the common difference was 1/4. First term, that's easy. And then n is just, we'll leave n as n. That's whatever the term is. N is the term, right? That's the term. That's the term. Okay, so this will give us a rule. Like, whenever I plug in n, I should get my term, right? So what do you mean by that, Sensei? I'll explain. Let's look at the problem here for a second. Basically, what you need is the first term and the common difference for this to figure out what the rule is. You need the first term and the common difference, and that'll give us the rule. I know you're saying, some of you are all, what are you talking about, the rule? I'll show you what I mean. The rule is you plug it in, you should get the answer, right? You plug it in, you get the answer. What do you mean, Sensei? I'll show you what I mean. Okay. I'm going to leave this up here, but I'm going to erase the words. Anyone need the words before I erase the words? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. First term, different, common difference. Let's look at number, where are we on? Number 13. Yeah, we're on 13. Okay. So it says write a rule for the nth term of the sequence. We got to write a rule. Okay. You could, if you have a chance, to read it on your own, but the question is write a rule. We have 12, we have 20, we have 28, we have 36. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. So let's write a rule. Now remember, Kayla, what's my first term on this?
$12.
Yeah, 12. Let's see. Annika, what's my common difference?
8.
Yeah, Annika did it in her head. But again, we could go a sub 2 minus a sub 1 is 12. I'm sorry. 20 minus 12. I get 8. A sub 3 minus a sub 2. You don't have to do this. If you figure it out on your own, then great. We say 28 minus 20 is 8, and then a sub 4 minus a sub 3. I got 36 minus 28 is also 8. So my common difference is 8. My first term is 12. Okay. I'm going to erase this because I think you guys figured out that it was 8. This is all you need to figure out the rule. You need the first term and the difference. If you have the first term and the difference, you can figure out the rule. What do you mean by the rule, Sensei? I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Here's how you find the rule. You take your term. What is a of n? Leave it like that. My rule is I take my 12 and then n minus 1, and then I multiply it by my common difference of 8. First term, difference, right? First term, difference. That's what I did there. So what's my rule? A of n equals 12 plus 8n minus 8. Multiplied this times that, I got that. Because it's on the same side, it was 12 minus 8.
8n?
I
If
I
8
multiplied.
is the difference.
Yeah. I don't know who's asking that. Yes. D is 8. That's the difference. And this is 8 times n minus 1. I distributed 8 times n. I got 8n. 8 times 1. I got negative 8. So that equals that. Boy, that answers your question. I don't know who asked it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good. You're welcome. So now these are 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8. 8n. 12 minus 8 is 4. There's my rule. That's my rule. Since I still don't get what you mean by the rule, just make sure you know how to get that first, and I'll explain what the rule is. I got 8n plus 4.
Wait, how did he get rid of the 12?
12 take away 8. These are all the same things. 12 take away 8 is 4. What is my rule telling me? Remember, my first term is 12. My second term is 20. Third term, fourth term. We can also write it as, because it's arithmetic, we write it as a sub 1 is my first term, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. What this is saying is, if I plug in 1 into my rule, I should get 12, right? So, a, right? So for my first term, I should plug in 1. Plug in 1. What's my first term? 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. My rule, you figure out what the term is, you plug it in, you can figure out, you plug in the term, you should figure out what the number is, right? What's the 12th number? You plug in 12, right? And you get the 12. What's the 5th number? 8 times 5, right? Is 40, plus 4 is 44. The rule tells us what is our whatever term. That's what the rule is. Oh, and look at the equation. In fact, it has us solve for find a of 20. So, and then we have to figure out, this was number 13. This is number 13. They want us to figure out what is a sub 20? What is the 20th term, right? So that means we're going to take our rule. We're going to do 8 times 20 plus 4. I know I'm in the way. There, 8 times 20 plus 4. What's the 20th term? 160 plus 4 is, my final answer is 164. That's my 20th term. That's what they ask. Okay. So let's rewind what we did. You're given a sequence. They say find the, I'll pause. I'll wait, let you guys finish writing what you're doing. Okay, what they ask us is, what is the rule of 12, 20, 28, 36? So what we did was we took our a sub 1 plus n minus 1 and then times the difference. We figured out the common difference in the first term, plug in the first term, found the common difference, then we just simplified it. We got this as our rule. But you need the first term and the common difference. Then you plug in 20 to figure out the 20th term. Are there any questions? Because it's going to get harder than that. Again, you can follow the examples in the book. Okay. Because of that, I'm going to move on because there's a lot to go on. That was 13. If you want me to do harder ones, you can stay after class. I'll do harder ones. But I'm going to go on to, again, like some of you say I go too fast. Ask any questions if I'm going too fast. And then if you still think I'm going too fast, you can see me after class. Any questions before I erase this in 10 seconds and there's no questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now to find the rule, we need the first term and the common difference. That's what we need, is to find the rule. So they gave us the stuff. Let's look at number 23. So now it says write a rule for the nth term of the sequence. Then graph the first, wait. I feel like I skipped something. Yeah, okay. Write the rule of the nth term of the sequence, then graph the first six terms. Okay, so now look what they give us. 23. They want us to write the rule again. 23 wants us to write the rule. What do we need to find the rule? In the rule, we need the first term and we need the common difference, right? We need the first term and the common difference to solve for the rule. Now, what are they going to give us in 23? Guess what? They give us a sub 11 equals 43. They didn't give us the first term. They gave us the 11th term. Okay. But they do give us the common difference, I believe. The difference is 5. Okay. So we're given the common difference of 5. All right. So what do we need to figure this out? Someone yell it out so I don't have to call on someone. What do we need? We have the common difference. What do we need?
The first term.
First term.
Yes, thank you so much. The first term. So let's take our equation. Let's write a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay. Now let's look at what we gave us, and we can use this formula to figure out the first term. That's what we have to figure out, is the first term. So they gave us a sub 11. So instead of putting a sub n, let's put in a sub 11. They gave us that. Equals. We're trying to figure out the first term, so leave it a sub 1, plus, what is my n? It's 11. You guys see that? So we say 11 minus 1 times, I got my d, is 5. Okay, let's simplify what we can simplify. By the way, a sub 11, do you know what that is? A sub 11 is 43. So let's just put the 43 there. A sub 11 is 43. That gives me another number. Equals a sub 1. 11 minus 1 is 10 times 5. $43 is a sub 1 plus 50. How do I figure out my first term? Yes, subtract 50. negative 7 equals my a sub 1. My first term is negative 7. First term is negative 7. Any questions on how I got negative 7? Now remember, we still need to figure out the rule. Okay, we still need to figure out the rule. Okay, I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. We still need this, but we're not done yet. We want to figure out the rule. We have the first term and the common difference. We still got to figure out the rule. Okay, I'm going to erase this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just the negative 7 part. That's what we figured out was the negative 7. Just plugged everything in. Okay, now let's figure out the rule. So what we did on the last time, right? We have the common difference, we have the first term. On the last problems, we just figure out the rule. So we have a sub n equals the first term, negative 7, plus n minus 1 times the common difference of 5, right? Then we should be able to get it. So negative 7 plus 5n minus 5. And then negative 7, we're adding these. I always want to, like, they're on the same line. They're not on a different equal sign. So negative 7 plus negative 5. 5n minus 12 is a sub n. That's my rule. Now, what does that mean? Remember, this is my 11th term. So I should be able to plug in 11 and get 43, right? Based on that rule. Let's check it. 5 times 11 minus 12, right? My 11th term, I should get 43. Based on, if my rule is right, I should be able to plug in 11 and get 43. 55 minus 12 is 43, so I'm good. So I know that that's my rule. Then they ask us to graph it. Graph the first 6 terms. Okay. How are we doing on time? I think we're jamming pretty fast. We got a lot to cover. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. We got the rule. Are there any questions before I erase it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Erasing it. 5n minus 12. That's my rule. I'm going to write my rule over here. A sub n equals 5n minus 12. Now I have to graph it. Do this on graph paper. I don't have graph paper on my whiteboard, or else I would. Use a ruler. I don't have a ruler with me either. Okay. So now, in order to graph this, we are to do the first 6 terms. So let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm running out of room 6. Okay. So tight. Okay, my first term is I plug in 1 here, right? Actually, let me do it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, second. I know I'm in the way. 4th, 5th, 6th. There's my terms. What's my first? I got to graph the first 5 terms. It's better. I have more room over there. Do it over there. Then I can graph it. Okay, well, what's my first term? This is n, a sub n. First term, plug in 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Take away 12 is negative 7. That was our first term, negative 7, right? Plug in 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Take away 12 is negative 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Take away 12 is 3. And you can see my common, I should be adding 5 each time, right? Because my common difference. 5 times 4 is 20. Take away 12 is 8. You see, add 12. 3 plus, or add 5. 3 plus 5 is 8, right? It just ends up being, because my common difference is 5. It just works out that way for obvious reasons, or maybe not obvious reasons. 13, 18. Those are my terms. Now I have to graph them. Here's the key thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go up to negative 18. So we'll do these by 5s. Five, 10, 15, 20. This is my n. This is my a sub n. Put your little arrows because they go on forever. Okay, now my first term is negative 7. So first term, negative 7 is about here. My second term is negative 2, which is right about there. My third term is 3, so that's right about there. My fourth term is 8. I think you guys can graph. My fifth term is 13. And my sixth term is 18. Now, when you graph it, because it's arithmetic, you do not connect the dots. The dots just stay like that. Because you don't have a 1 1/2 terms, or you don't have a 1 3/4 terms. You just have the first term, the second term, the third term. That's how you graph the first 6 points. Okay, that was crazy. So I'm going to pause and review what we just did there. What did we just do? We're only given the 11th term and the common difference. You need the first term and the common difference to figure it out, right? So we figured out we had the common difference, and then we plugged everything in and got the first term. We plugged in the 11 and the 43, right? Got the first term. That's our first term. Then you plugged it into this equation, and you got the rule. Then you had to get the 6 points and then plot them. But wait, there's more. Are there any questions before I erase this? 10 seconds. 5, 4.
Wait,
3.
can you leave it there for another second?
Sure. So again, this gave me one term and a common difference. The next one, they're not going to give us a common difference. And so you have to figure out the common difference. And then you got to figure out the first term too. So imagine I have to figure out, the next one I have to figure out the first term and the common difference. Okay, I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. Please speak up if you still need more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay. 23. Okay, now let's look at 31. Okay, 31. Okay, 31. Write a rule of the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So now we have to write the rule. Guess what they give us? We're given the fifth term, a sub 5 equals 41. Then they give us the 10th term, a sub 10 equals 96. Remember, we need the common difference and we need the first term. We're going to use a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, so now watch what happens here. Now we need the common difference, and we need the first term. All right. We're given the fifth term and the 10th term. So let's use our equation. We're going to use it twice now to get the common difference first. Do you guys remember how we did the elimination method? You guys, not if you remember how we did the elimination method. Like maybe it's like, oh, like you don't remember exactly how to, but you kind of remember the idea of it. That's what we're going to be using here is the elimination method. So first, let's plug in a sub 5 into my a sub n. So we'll say a sub 5 equals a sub 1 times my n is 5 minus 1 times my common difference. Then let's plug in a sub 10 and put it right underneath.
Isn't it plus?
Yeah, oh yeah, the plus should be here. Sorry, that plus right there. Very important that we have that there. Sorry. Now let's plug in our a sub 10. A sub 10 equals a sub 1 plus, what's my 10? 10 minus 1 times d. Okay, I'm going to rewrite them again. This is my initial plugin, not the answer. I'm going to erase that square a second. So you see, we plug those in. Now, I do an extra step here. I don't need to. I just want you to know that what is my a sub 5? My a sub 5 is 41. So I'm going to put a 41 here. 41 equals a sub 1 plus, okay, 5 minus 1 is 4. So can I call this 4d? I see that 5 minus 1 is 4, it's 4d. And then this one, a sub 10 is 96 equals a sub 1 plus 10 minus 1 is 9d. Okay, so basically I just plugged them in, I simplified it, and I got to this point right here. Remember, I need the d and the common difference in the a sub 1. That's what I need here. Okay? This is going to give me my common difference. Here's how it's going to work. Are there any questions on how I got to this step right here? Okay, great. Now, we are going to, like elimination method, we are going to subtract these. We're going to subtract them. When I subtract, what I'd like to do is I'm going to make this an addition and change all the signs. So this 96 becomes a negative 96. This a sub 1 becomes a negative a sub 1. And this 90 becomes a negative 90. You don't have to do that if you can get it, but it helps me to see what I'm adding and what I'm subtracting. Okay? 41 minus 96. Negative 55. Negative 55 equals a sub 1 take away a sub 1. What does that do? That's the elimination method right there. Those go away. And then 40 take away 90 is negative 5d. Now, now I'm set up to solve for my d, which is my common difference. Divide by negative 5, and d equals 11. So here, I got my d. My d is 11. Now I need my a sub 1.
Can you show the bottom part?
Yeah. How's that? Good or bad? Do I need to go down more? I can look at myself.
It's good.
Okay. I'm like looking at myself. Okay. Flip out. Okay. Any questions before I erase this part? I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, now I have my D. Now I need my, I'm going to try to go up just a little bit. Now I need my first term. Okay, well, we did what we did the last time. Get the first term, right? Remember that? So the first term, you can pick any one of these points. A sub 5 or A sub 10. I'm going to do A sub 5 because I like working with smaller numbers. Why make your life harder? So my A sub 5 equals, now I'm going to figure out my A sub 1 plus my n is 5 minus 1. I have my common difference of 11. And my D now, right? And I got to figure out my A sub 1. Now remember, this is A sub 5. I write this here, I don't know, so you can see that it's kind of changed twice. It's actually going to be 41, right? Because A sub 5 is 41. I'm going to say 41 equals A sub 1 plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times 11 is 44. I skipped a bunch of steps there. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Now to solve, I take away 44 on both sides. 41 take away 44 is negative 3 equals A sub 1. And so I have my A sub 1 is negative 3. Okay. Now I have enough information to write the rule. I have my common difference. I have my first term. Are there any questions so far? Now we go back, like this is what we did in the last problem. Now we go back to the first problem that we did, right? Or the second problem, I guess. Now we write the rule. I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now I have my common difference, I have my first term. Now I can write my rule. A sub n equals A sub 1, negative 3, plus n minus 1 times the common difference, which is 11. A sub n equals negative 3 plus 11n minus 11. Am I going too fast? Negative 3 plus negative 11. 11n minus 14 is my rule. So I should be able to plug in 10 and get 96, right? So 110 minus 14 is 96. I should be able to plug in 5. I should get 41. 11 times 5 is 55. Take away 14 is 41. That's my rule. Okay. I have one more thing to teach you that's not part of your homework, but it's part of your check your understanding test. Okay? Part of your check your understanding test. And it's, so are there any questions before I move on?
Is that a 1N or 11N?
11n. 11n. I'll make it more neater or clearer. Neater. 11n minus 14. Okay, I'm going to erase this in 10 seconds. We have one more thing to do. It's not that difficult, but it's kind of, yeah. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll try to make this last one quick. I think it's a straightforward concept, but that's if you understand your summation. Okay, if we are given, so you try to find a good example here. 268. Okay. All right. Say we're given, okay, this is based on this, okay? Can you see this? The summation of n equals n times a sub 1 plus a sub n all divided by 2. So write that down. I'll write it down here. The total sum is you take the number of numbers you're going to add up. This is the numbers times the first term plus the last term all divided by 2. Okay, just write that down. I'll explain what that means in just a second. Okay, so what this is saying, okay, this is the term, this is the first term, this is the last term, and this is the sum of the terms. So we're going to figure out, how do you figure out the sum of all of the terms? Okay, the S is for the sum of all of the terms. So this is basically saying if we take the whole arithmetic sequence and we added them up, what would they add up to? Okay, we took the whole arithmetic sequence and we added, which we've already done before, but this is actually a shortcut way of doing it. Okay, so let's take a problem. This is not from your homework, but this will be on your check your understanding, which you're going to do today. Okay, I equals 1, 20, and then 3i plus 7. Okay, so what this says, remember, let's take the sum from the first term all the way to the 20th term, where we plug our terms into this, right? Plug in 1 into 3i plus 7, plug in 2 into 3i plus 7, plug in 3, plug in 4, and then you add them all up, right? So this is going to be a lot of work unless we use this method here. So what this says is, hey, figure out how many terms, which is going to be 20. Figure out the first term, then figure out the last term. Our last term is going to be our 20th term, and then divide by 2. So let's break this down. Let's figure out our first term. Our first term, a sub 1, that'll give us this one right here. Our first term is where we plug 1 into here, right? So we say 3 times 1 plus 7. That's going to be our first term. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 7 is 10. That's our first term. Got it? Now let's figure out our last term. Am I going too fast? Stop me if I'm going too fast. Let's figure out our last term. Our last term is our 20th term. So that'll be a sub 20. What's that equal to? Well, we plug in 20 for I. 3 times 20 plus 7. 3 times 20 is 60, plus 7 is 67. That's our 20th term. Okay, any questions? Almost done. Now, this is a shortcut. They're asking us to take the first term, plug it in, the second term, plug it in, the third term, plug it in, the fourth, plug in all the terms, and then you add them all up. I don't want to do that. Do you want to do that? I don't think you want to do that. So we use our shortcut. S of n equals n. What do you think we're going to put for our n? Any ideas? Someone want to yell it out? You want to be brave. If you're wrong, that's cool because I never taught it to you. What do you think our nth term is? It's going to be our largest one. I gave a
20.
hint. 20. Very good. So we're going to say our largest term is 20. We're going up to 20. Awesome. Thank you for answering that. 20 times first term, 10, plus last term, which is our 20th term, because it's n. We're going up to n, which is 67. And we divide it by 2. So I guess we just calculate it out now, right? 10 plus 67 is 77, divided by 2 times 20. 77 divided by 2 times 20. And if we add all those suckers up, we get 770. That is all the terms added up. And that's all you got to do. There's no homework problems on that. That's just on your check your understanding, which is due. So I just thought I'd do that really quick. Are there any questions? I'll get out of the way. I know I'm probably the longest. You guys probably don't look forward to coming to my class. I think I keep you here the longest. But you're supposed to be here for an hour and a half. So at least I'm not keeping you here for the whole hour and a half. All right. If you don't have questions, you may go. Otherwise, if you do, you can stay and I'll answer any questions you may have. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you check your understandings. Have a good day. Bye, Isaac. Bye. Wait, who's? Sorry, I can't tell who's going. The names aren't coming up. Oh. Bye. I don't know who's leaving. Bye, Taylor. Bye, Jose. Bye, Carlos. Bye, Natalia. Bye, Ariana. Bye, Roberto. Yeah, what's up, Jasmine?
Have you been getting my emails with the work? Because I've been sending you the work, but my
Did you check with the school to try to get that fixed? Did you text them and get that all taken care of?
Well, I emailed them and nobody's been getting back to me. It's something with Canvas. It doesn't let me like.
It can't be. It's got to be more than Canvas because everyone's using Canvas and it's working.
Okay.
So what? I know you've tried, but do you have a school laptop?
Yeah, I have the school laptop.
So it's probably your school laptop that needs to be taken care of.
It's it doesn't let me submit the work on either the school laptop or the phone.
What doesn't?
The work. It doesn't let me submit the work. It doesn't let me put pictures to put the work in for the.
Do you have the? I know I can't remember, Jasmine. I know we've talked about this before, but did you upload the app?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Did you take the app off? Did you take the app off the phone?
Yeah.
And then re-upload it?
Yeah, I did it a couple times.
Okay. Did you try another device? Do you have another device you can use, like a tablet or anything in the house?
No, I don't.
All right. Okay, I'll check my email.
Okay.
I haven't checked it. I'll check it and then remind me tomorrow if I haven't done anything about it.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Jasmine. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. But hey, you emailed them? They didn't email you back?
No, they haven't.
All right. Okay. We'll work with it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. What's up, Isaac?
I put down Mark's absent since I came a little late, like by 3 minutes.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, I wasn't on, and then I had to do.
No excuses.
Not really. I don't really have one. It's just.
All right, that's a good man. You have no excuses. You're just straight up truth, right? Okay, I marked you here. All right. Any other questions?
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Bye.